What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna get right into it, man. So you see the title. The title is Paige Bueckers makes black players comfortable, and Caitlin Clark not so much, right? And so first off, before I get started, let me just say that it's not Paige Bueckers' responsibility or Caitlin Clark's responsibility to make anybody feel comfortable, right? And so, with that being said, I think that black players like the women in the WNBA see Caitlin Clark as more of a threat than they do Paige Bueckers. Now that's not to say that Paige Bueckers is not a really good basketball player. I like Paige Bueckers. I've been following her since she was at Connecticut. But Caitlin Clark is more of a threat, right? And so she's not going to be as accepted because of that threat that she poses, right? And so now with black players, not just like WNBA, but just black players in general, black people always think that like we have an advantage over white people as far as like athletics and coming and playing basketball. And so, I even remember like when I was in high school, I went to we had a college that was close to where I lived, Loyola College in Baltimore. And I think I was in the 10th grade and I used to go up there and play basketball all the time. And when I was there, like the guys who played on the college team would come and play. And it was this guy, he was what was his name? I think his name was Phil, a big guy, big white guy. I think he was like about 6'8", and he was a really good he was the man on Loyola basketball team at the time. Big Italian guy named Phil. I think he played like small forward, nice, could really shoot, could jump. I mean, just had an all around good game, right? And I'm thinking, I'm thinking that I was could beat this guy. And when I got in there, I played against him, and this guy lit me up. And it was just a lesson that, you for black people who think that every time you see a white guy, you're gonna be able to beat him, it's not gonna be the case. Definitely not gonna be the case. And I remember what's the guy named Legler. What's his first name? Legler, who played in the NBA. He played for the Washington Wizards or the Bullets at that time. Tim Legler. And Tim Legler even said that like he could see how like some black guys when Tim Legler goes to play them, like black guys would light up because they thought that they was gonna cook him, and then when he wound up busting their ass, they was in shock. And and so that's how it is. Like if you see a white guy, like some guy, I don't know if it's still like this as far as like the guys are concerned, because you got people coming from all over the world now playing basketball. But like when you see a white guy, you think, oh yeah, he white, I'm gonna bust his ass. And then when you get your ass bust, you be like, oh, you realize you made a mistake by judging a book by its cover. And I think some of that is still left over when it comes to the WNBA. Like some of the black female athletes just automatically assume that somebody like Caitlin Clark shouldn't be able to do the things that that she do, you know, um, and it's not true. And so I think it's hard for people to get past the fact that Caitlin Clark is the real deal, and you don't know until you experience that she's the real deal. Even Larry Bird, Larry Bird, said Charles Barkley said Larry Bird said to him one time, like, why y'all put this white guy on me? This white guy can't play me, So people judge the book by its cover, and then they expect, you know, then when they get kind of caught off guard, then it's a hard lesson to learn. And I think some of that still is for like the WNBA. Like some of the women just feel more comfortable with Paige Becker because they think that they don't see her as big a threat as Caitlin Clark is. And so my thing is, instead of judging a book by its cover, you need to go out there and just play hard and just try to get better at the game and really just try to do what you need to do to beat that person instead of that real and that's the lazy way, instead of you got to figure out a way to beat people instead of thinking that, oh, I'm automatically going to be able to beat this person because this person, is not like us. This person is different. And that's why I think that a lot of people are in the WNBA are more comfortable with Paige Becker because they don't see her as being as big a threat as somebody like or as Caitlin Clark is. Now, the thing about that too is that Caitlin Clark is not really when she came in, she didn't really some people felt like Caitlin Clark should have ingratiated herself to the as a rookie to like the veterans and stuff like that. But when you are a alpha like Caitlin Clark, it's is it's not going to happen. Number one, it's against her nature, because she's already mentally and physically capable of doing some things that most other rookies can't do. So it's going to be against her nature. And then number two, she didn't really have to because of the way she could play. So she didn't have to ingratiate herself. Whereas though sometimes, like when I'm watching the WNBA, you'll see rookies who come in, not just Paige Becker, but you'll see rookies who come into the league and you'll see, they'll be more ingratiating and try to just get in and try not to make waves because they want to be able to fit in. But when you are that person, you know, um, you don't have to fit in. You don't have to gravitate towards other people because people gonna gravitate towards you. And everybody, like most people, don't have that it factor. Whereas though you got people gravitating to you. Like for instance, like when LeBron James first went to Cleveland, right? And you had people on the team was like, oh man, he a rookie. I'm not going. I forgot the guy name. I'm not going to take follow the rookie and be follow his leadership. What he know about basketball. I've been here for a couple years, but then by the time you get into the season and you see like the impact of this rookie, and you realize that this rookie is special, then you don't have a choice but to get on that program, or either you're going to be gone. And I think that player for the Cleveland Cavaliers wound up not even playing for them. I want to say it's the guy. His name was Miles something or something Miles, but who had made that statement. But the same thing for like Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan went to North Carolina, right? Um, James Worthy said like within a few weeks, everybody knew that Michael Jordan was the man. And the same thing when Michael Jordan, when Michael Jordan got to the league, and they went to the Olympics and stuff like that, everybody knew that, it was about Mike. So some people they just got that it factor, and they just stand out. And so they don't have to go through the process of trying to ingratiate themselves, and they don't have to go through the process of making other people feel comfortable around them, because they the alpha. And it's just something like that aura that the alphas give off, and some people want to deny it, and it's to their own detriment when you deny like you are in the presence of somebody that's just an alpha. That person just got it, and that's why I think like for Caitlin Clark to be a white woman who has it, kind of really don't really sit right with some black players who think that maybe she might be getting special treatment or special privilege and stuff like that. When I don't really see her getting special um getting special treatment or special privileges. I just think that this young lady just got it, and it's just something bad that like people just got it, You just got to deal with it. You just got to strap, you just got to strap up and play hard, man. Because if you do not play hard, and you try to make a bunch of excuses, she's just gonna have you out there just looking silly. So yeah, man, I just think like I said, people just not used to seeing. And don't get me wrong, I like it been a lot of white women who've been excellent basketball player. Like you have the young lady who was at the with the what are the Washington Mystics. Um Elena Deladon. I used to like watching her play. She was really good. Then you had Diana Taurasi. You know what I mean? I like Diana Taurasi. She was, she probably is one of the top WNBA players of all time. But this Caitlin Clark just got something different. I really, and I'm not. She just got something different. Um, I mean, it's just different, than what anybody, white or black or anybody, she just got something different than what anybody else has brought to the table. And it shows in the way that people just like watching her play. Whether you are a basketball player a fan who is like a diehard fan from way back, like myself, I've been following basketball since the 80s, late 70s, or if you are somebody like from like the like LeBron James era, you know what I mean, and Steph Curry, people who like to see like the logo threes and stuff like that. So her her appeal in basketball is just it's like across the board because she can do so many things so well. Her appeal across is just across the board. And so, yeah, that's what I think about like why people are not really so much comfortable with Caitlin Clark because she not really there to make you feel comfortable. And neither is the other young lady, but Caitlin Clark really probably could care less as long as she out there doing her thing. Um, so yeah, that's my take on it. Um, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a comment. And with that being said, I'll check you all out in the next video.